when are we going to get married and that? And he's like, oh, we don't need to. You know, we're happy and that. You know, like I am with Suzanne, it's like, there's no point, really. Unless you have a kid, I don't think you need to, do you?
Right.
So, he was like, we'll do it in time and all that. Anyway, he comes home from work one day. He says, oh, go on then, we'll get married. She was so shocked, her hair fell out.
Oh, did you get that? Wow.
So
that's extraordinary. And what did he say? Oh, I'm not marrying you, Baldy.
Yeah. Well,
she was so shocked her hair fell out.
Yeah.
I love the idea of it just going to the ground.
Yeah. What else?
Right, that's rubbish. That's rubbish. That's rubbish. That's rubbish. Next.
You've also got
it's weird, isn't it, Rick, that the stories that we made up are more plausible than the facts he's actually giving
I think we tried too hard. I think we tried too
that's what he's willing to believe. He's willing to believe that a woman's hair fell out when her husband came out, so let's get married then. Oh, you old romantic.
Well, yeah, then, here's a good one.
Go on then.
Right, in Dubai, this woman went to Dubai for a holiday. And, she was over there, and apparently in the markets,
Bit by spider?
they sell lizards.
Oh, go on.
Right, just like for people to buy. So she buys one, not knowing that you're not really meant to take him out of the country.
Sure.
Puts it in a bag.
Yeah. As you do.
What have you? And then she gets to the airport when she's going home, she's thinking, I can't really leave it in my bag.
Yeah.
So she puts it on her head.
On her head?
Wears it as a hat.
She wore the lizard as a hat?
Yeah. People on the plane were just like, yeah, everything's fine, you know, they're doing the cross checks and that.
Yeah.
Have you got your seatbelt on? Yeah.
There's a woman there with a lizard hat.
Everything's going well. She gets off the plane at Manchester Airport. Lizard sticks its tongue out.
Yeah.
The air hostess says, what are you doing with that? She goes, I've had it.
The lizard said, I just found her in Dubai.
They said, I've had this with me all journey, and they said, well, you shouldn't have done, and they took it off her.
Yeah, I think that is true, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about that?
Yeah, good, yeah. Yeah. That educated me. Right, what, any more?
Well, what's that taught you? That's taught you, you know, be careful when smuggling lizards back, some kind of hat.
Yeah, just say, lizard, keep your tongue in, you twat. Not at the customs officer! Yeah.
And, what else?
Anyone didn't quite make it?
Anything to declare? I've got a lizard on my head.
We've got an old saying one if you want that.
Go on then.
Are these ones, sorry, are these ones that didn't make the list?
These are ones that didn't make it.
Oh, right, okay.
Because I always get more in than I need to, just in case.
Just think if someone's just tuned in now. Is Anders listening? Is,
well, I'll tell you,
Dickie Anderson.
I've got an email from Richard Anderson, Dickie Anderson.
Go on.
The Dick Machine, which...
The big dick, which...
no, this is interesting. I think we're wearing him down. Ricky, I think your show might be improving.
Go on.
That sense of despair and loneliness I normally feel when listening to your show doesn't seem so bad today.
He's desensitised to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or he's given up. Or he's just given up. Yeah. I mean, you listen to this long enough and your standards will drop.
Let's play a tune. Let's come back with some more Carl's, I don't want to use the word facts.
No, he's got more screen testing now. The camera's ready for you. Yeah. Feeder. Just around Feeder. That's my favourite Feeder track ever. It's bugging me. It's just like a ride track from about 10 or 15 years ago. So if you know, put me out on Rizri, email in. It's just like a ride track from about 1990. And I can't, just the beginning. Drive me mental.
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Yeah, well, half hour to go. You've done your screen test. Reluctantly. I think you had just such the wrong attitude.
Well, it doesn't matter, does it? If I've told you before, if things are meant to be, right, they'll happen. That's how I've got through my life, right? I'm 29 now.
Yeah.
Never
30,
played.
ain't you?
Well, yeah, 30, but the camera's still on. Right, so... and everything I've done in my life, I've never sort of planned it.
Is that how you stormed through your exams?
Well,
your GCSEs?
Look at the school play, doing Little Donkey. I wasn't planning that day to do the drums. It just, on the night, I couldn't help myself.
And you stole the show.
What happened? What do you mean?
When all the kids were playing Little Donkey, I wasn't meant to be doing my drum set in that track. I was only meant to, I think I was doing We Three Kings or something. But when they started doing it, the tune, I couldn't help myself with the drumstick, just like tapping away.
Right.
At the drum.
Yeah.
And then when it came on, I was like, oh, and I started doing it, and like the teacher looked over at me, And I was like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this. But she sort of gave me the nod as if to say, it's alright, carry on, it's sounding good. Then after it, she went, you know, they love that, you can do that again tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So I got like an extra part in the play and that.
Yeah.
That wasn't
So
planned.
you were so you were doing the drum part to We Three Kings over Little Donkey.
Yeah.
That's weird. That is like Fatboy Slim or something, isn't it? When they mix up
No.
or Moby.
Still mashing it up at the age of what, 8?
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying.
And is that when someone was filming it and you could hear your dad on the camcorder going, he looks like a twat?
That's the one, yeah.
Oh.
And that's why I don't want to be on the telly, because I'll always have my dad's sort of echoing voice just saying. That's it. So that's why I'm a bit sort of nervous about this today.
Really? You think it's sort of quite Freudian in a way, sort of?
Yeah.
Your attitude is Case Sarah.
Well, plus I haven't got the look. I'm not pretending, right, that I should be on the telly. 'cause
What's wrong with your look for VH1?
It's not right. It's not right.
Jono was on VH1.
Was he?
Yes.
So I'm going up against Jono.
No.
So
He's gone now, he's moved on.
yeah, there you go. You see, another one who they gave a chance to,
Yeah.
and then he was like, you know, yeah, I can do that. It's built up, right? They built him up. You can do that as a job, and then they knocked him down, and he probably started eating.
Well, I don't think you can knock Jono down.
He started
Look
eating!
at him now. Right,
Oh.
so that's what I'm saying. So if it's meant to be, right, whoever's going to watch this tape, you know, thanks for the offer and that, but, you know, time will tell.
Very wise.
So there you go. And I tell you what, actually,
Go on.
right, it's a bit funny because we're looking on the web in the week at different sayings, and do you know the saying?
A round head does not an MTV presenter
No.
make.
Yeah, no. What's that saying? Spark in the pan or something?
Eh?
Flash in the pan?
Flash in the pan? Do you
Yeah.
know that saying?
Yeah.
That's a bit like what could happen to me, innit? Do you know what I mean? There I am trying to do my normal job, right? And then you bring me in here on a Saturday, next thing everyone's after me.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't work out, and
Yeah.
I'm dropped.
Yeah.
And that saying flash in the pan, do you know how it came about?
No.
Do you know like how years ago they used to dig for gold?
Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had like a little pan,
Yeah.
and they'd put the soil in, and they'd rub the soil.
Yeah, and it's shone in the
Now
sun.
and again it shone in the sun, and they get all excited and they're like, oh brilliant, some gold. And then they realised it was just the sun flashing in the pan.
Yeah.
And that's, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So again, that's a bit weird how I saw that saying in the week. Almost
Yeah.
like a little thing saying, don't be getting carried away.
Omen?
So, well, makes you wonder. But anyway.
Not really.
So, things that make you wonder, you saw Darren Brown, what did he do?
Oh, no,
He's
no.
extraordinary.
Yeah, I told him, but I said,
You should peep. A lot of people don't realise who Darren Brown is, and he's,
well,
I
we
think,
were-
the best illusionist in the country.
we went to Jonathan Ross's house for his birthday.
I didn't.
No, me and Jane, and we went there, right, and there was lots of people there, and Darren Brown was there, and Jonathan got Darren Brown to do it, and it was incredible. He did all these tricks, right? I mean, incredible. It was just amazing. And he did one with a bloke who was there, a friend of Jonathan's. I think his name was Ray, and he got him to give the pack. He said, count the cards, and he counted out 52 cards. Yeah. He went, think of any card in that pack. He hadn't touched it yet. He's counted 52. They were in his hand. He said, think of any card. He said, what was it? He said, 3 of spades, something. He went, find it in the pack. Couldn't find it. He said, count the cards. There was 51. Right, and he couldn't find the card, and he had no idea. And we forgot about it. He went, oh, it's gone wrong, and he forgot about it. And he kept, so he was going, I wonder where that card is, and he kept looking at it. He went, I found out that about a week ago, Ray went into hospital with appendicitis. Yeah? And the surgeon, so there was something crumpled up, there was a thing, and it was a card. It was the card that was in his thing causing appendicitis. And when he came out of surgery, there was a card from Darren Brown saying, was that your card?
That's amazing, don't you think? I mean, that's like incredible.
Thing and what? And then a crab went, I know what it is. It's a 5 of spades. It's another wind-up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, I'm not going to believe anything anymore.
But that's
so if I ever,
You've learned a lesson!
yeah, but say if all this goes wrong now, right? Cry Wolf and all that.
Yeah.
Imagine I get dropped by MTV.
You haven't been asked yet.
Yeah, well, whatever. Right, they short on firemen because they're always going on strike. I answer the phone, it's you saying the house is on fire.
I don't know what you're talking about now,
So,
pal.
have you-
I don't know what he's talking about.
I think somewhere along the line there, Carl has been recruited by the fire brigade.
Did you leave that bit out in the story? Start again.
Yeah,
right,
that's what I'm
right.
saying.
Because I just wound you up about crabs, babies pushing their way out of vaginas,
Yeah.
and Darren
What
Brown
I'm
causing
saying
offence.
is,
Right, yeah.
little, what's the saying about,
Little acorns don't gather any grounds.
Crying wolf.
You can take a fish to water and you can't make it swim.
Well,
Do you know that saying? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Do you know why?
'cause its neck's too long.
No, what?
It's got an awkward neck. I don't know.
That's correct. That is correct.
Right, anyway, we've still got to come.
Right,
It's been bad today. I'm going to apologise to people listening today, because
Your mind's not
I
been
haven't been
focused,
focused.
Do you know, have you ever think that Rolling Stone gathers no moss? You aware of that?
Yeah.
Do you know where that's from? During
where it's from?
in Woodstock, right? The band used to go out and get this sort of like moss that used to grow there, and it was sort of like slightly hallucinogenic, right? And they used to come back, and they used to all go out. Everyone was out there. Mamas and papas were doing it. The Doors, they all came back. But Mick Jagger and Keith Richards would never do it. But they'd smoke other people's.
Yeah.
A Rolling Stone never gathers his own moss. That was what it was. Seriously, Carl!
Right,
That's
so
the
we've
truth!
still got to come. Rockbusters.
Have you heard the saying, a fish in time saves 9?
The clues were...
Have you heard that?
That'll never get off the ground. LZ. You've got...
You heard that saying, out of the frying pan into the saucepan.
You've also
really?
got... I'm trying to hold it together now.
Well, yeah, no, we're trying to teach you something, Carl.
Yeah, but you're not.
Why?
Because at least my stuff that I tell you, if you go into a pub and told someone...
What? There was a blind girl, she hit her head, she could see. What's that?
Well, just don't get down if your eyes are bad. Right, we've...
No, go around headbutting
Play
things.
the tune, Carl.
Play the-
Oh, Carl, come on.
The Undertones, Teenage Kicks, that's one of the tracks on the best air guitar album in the world ever, Volume 2, which is one of the prizes on today's Rockbusters.
And John Peel's favourite track
John
ever.
Peel's favourite song of all time. And, so Carl, have you got the answers for Rockbusters this week?
Yeah, we have, yeah. We've got, the first clue.
You're upset, Carl.
miserable.
I'm a bit fed up today. The weather's... I knew when I was walking in today, though, that I'd be...
But that video, there's lots of weather on that video, so they can, whoever wins this can go and see sort of the weather you were talking about.
the first one was, that'll never get off the ground. LZ.
Yeah.
The answer there was Led Zeppelin.
So easy.
Yeah, but I said that to you. There's always two easy ones and a difficult one.
Go on.
The third one was, you'll get a load of bacon off them.
Go on.
That was L. Long pigs.
Right.
Yeah. And then the second one was, that woman's got her husband's gloves and a pair of her own.
Yeah.
HH.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Erman's Hermits. So that's the three answers. I'm sure
Well, I'd
we've
like
got a
to
winner.
give the prize this week.
Herman's Hermits.
There's a lot of...
Herman's Hermits. That is genius, Carl. That is genius. Oh, Herman's Hermits.
So,
So many people who are worthy of the prizes, obviously.
Hermits.
I'd quite like to give the prize this week to, Tom McGibbon. Just because I like his name. I don't know if I've pronounced that right, but Tom McGibbon.
Yeah.
I'd like to give that to
No,
him.
you shouldn't laugh at
Because he
someone's
lives
name.
in, he also lives in Bloxhall Road. I don't know why I find that. Tom McGibbon of Bloxhall Road. I don't know why.
Well, you've made a mockery of, made a monkey out of the man.
For old Gibbo.
Yeah.
and he's asking that he's got a question there.
What?
Can Carl get rid of slugs? I don't know what that means. I'm almost certain he can. Just so well done
Well,
to
if he's been listening, if he was listening a few months ago, he would have known how to.
Go on.
Because I told you what slugs like.
What?
Getting in letterboxes.
How does that get rid of them?
Put some stamps in your garden. They like, no, they like stamp glue. So,
Yeah,
that's
and
sort of right.
how does that get rid of them? They'd keep coming back, won't they? Then he goes, I can't believe it, we'd have to climb those boxes now. There's a fella leaving
Well,
stamps
just
out
give it
for
a go.
us.
You've won some prizes and I've sorted your problem
No,
out.
how does that get rid of slugs? Leaving stamps out for them, their favourite food.
Because
It's like plant a load of lettuces, they love that.
well, it depends where he's got them. I thought he meant he's got them in his house. So,
Oh, to put stamps on the outside, they go, there's loads of stamps out here, lads, let's leave this house.
right. So
Let's get out of this house.
we've got one more.
Go on.
Educating Ricky to.
Go on and quick then, and I need educating.
Right. Don't rub it too hard. You'll get a rasher.
How was he going to outwit Darren Brown? You said something in the break.
Oh, I have to say, yeah, Darren Brown, who we bumped into as well, and he did this incredible trick where he puts £40 down on the table. He says, I can tell you which hand you've got a £1 coin in. Let's say 5 times out of 5, you know, so I have a £1 coin in one hand, I put it behind my back, I bring my hands out, and he can tell me every single time which hand it's in by asking questions, by doing various
Well, he
things.
doesn't ask, but he just goes, no, you might have done that one, you might do the same again, but then you're an intelligent person, you're praying up, he goes, so it's in that one, and he does it every time,
and he gets it every time.
incredible.
It's absolutely majestic. And I mentioned this to Carl.
Yeah.
And, well, Carl, you tell me how you think you could outwit Darren Brown. Because your dad used to do this trick, you told me.
My dad used to play this.
How old were you?
Dunno, probably about 10.
So you probably weren't as sharp as you were now then.
So they used to play it, and the way of telling what Andy's got it in, his hand looks bigger. So that's all you've got to do.
That's how he did it then! That's
So
how
to catch Darren out, to catch
It was a bit
Darren out,
different because he did it with golf balls, but
but to catch Darren out, Carl told me, Rick,
He did it with a spud!
to catch Darren out, the hand which hasn't got the coin in, just make it slightly bigger. just like extend it slightly so it's slightly larger, and that'll catch Darren out. You'll never be able to say
That's
that.
how he did it.
or just put a pound in each hand,
Okay.
and line him up. Just go, no, you're wrong.
You are brilliant, Carl.
Yeah.
Do this one.
Did your dad used to do the one where he takes your nose off of your face and puts it between his fingers?
Did you keep going to the doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Right,
You know how that's done? You know he's not actually taking your nose
It's his
off.
thumb. Go
It
on.
is his thumb.
last one.
Yeah.
Don't rub it too hard, you'll get a rasher. It's been a mess today.
What do you mean it's been a mess?
It's been a mess.
What has?
This,
What? The show?
yeah.
How has it been any worse?
He's just all over the place. There's no sort of, it's not tight like it normally is. And she'll be going away with this, thinking that's what the show would be like.
She listens
On
to the show.
MTV.
She knows it's a shambles every week. Go on.
Well, don't rub it too hard, you'll get a rasher.
Yeah.
Do you know the saying, ham it up?
Yeah, go on, yeah.
Right, well, do you know what it means?
Well, it means to overact.
Right. Well, years ago, with actors in musicals and stuff, the actors used to look pretty ill on the stage because they didn't have proper makeup and that.
Right.
Right. So what they used to do to make themselves look
Rub their face in pigs?
well, they got bacon, rubbed it on the face, and it made the face a bit sticky because of all the the pig fat and bit of lard and stuff like that. And then they'd go and get some bricks.
Bricks.
Yeah, house bricks. Rub them together, make some sort of red dust from the brick, and then put the dust on the face. And the fat and the lard and that would make the dust stick to the face. And they'd look well under the lights. And that's where they're
They'd
saying.
smell great as well.
Yeah, well,
Lovely. Everyone likes the smell of bacon.
no, but so that's the old ham it up. That's
I
where
like
that
that.
comes from.
If it's true, I've no reason to think that it's not.
So that's your third educating Ricky today. So what have you learned?
Nothing. Absolutely sod all.
You've got your hamming it up.
Yeah.
Rams are gay. They know which ones are gay now.
Now!
And
At last,
the
thank God.
fella who can hand read an arse.
If you missed the rest of the show, what are you going to make of that? Have you just tuned in?
You are a maniac, Carl.
So-
And you've had your screen test. I reckon we'll be seeing you on MTV or VH1 in the near future.
How much is it? How much? I mean, she can't answer. What do you reckon I'll get? Because you see, the annoying thing is, I've just bought a flat in London,
Yeah,
in central London.
yeah,
MTV's in Camden.
yeah.
I wouldn't have bought in central London if I'd have known I'd had to go there. That was to make my life easier so I could walk to work. So now I've got to go out of my way. So I need to cover that.
To be truthful, I'm not sure that the MTV gig is a certainty yet.
She's pretending she's not sure, but she can't wait to sign me up.
Yeah.
I reckon you maybe start off with a few little interstitials, just like what do you think make of that? Or Carl says, and a few of them. I reckon you'll make a few grand.
Why has it got to be music?
Doesn't
Why
have to
can't it
be
be? I think that idea on the animals is good. I can do film stuff. I can talk about films. Elephant Man. Love that.
Go on then, do a film review quickly.
Right, well today on film review we're doing classic films, and today we're looking at Elephant Man, John Merrick, one of his better pieces of work. It's a sad film. I've never really been able to watch it all the way through.
Sorry, John Merrick's better piece of work was him being the Elephant Man, played by John Hurt.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Sad film. When I was younger.
Tell us a bit about it. What is it about? Who's
It's
John
about a
Merrick?
fella. It's about
Yeah,
a fella who's got a
but-
funny head.
Right, tell us.
And, I think he lives in London, in like about the 1930s or something like that. And he's being picked on all the time and stuff. And first time you watch it, you'll probably cry a bit. And then the second time you watch it, you're just sort of thinking, God, that would be bad. Sort of having a head like that being picked on all the time. And the third time you watch it, you might think, you know, oh, how does he get his jumper on? Then, don't know, probably bored of it the fourth time. but it's well worth watching, so, Elephant Man,
Brilliant.
yeah, see it.
Brilliant.
I think if you want to get on TV, Carl, you'd be better as the subject of maybe like an omnibus documentary. Living with Carl. Or maybe one of those appeals in Comic Relief. It all go to the people of